What's up, kids? This is Skatelab. I'm taking over Doug's channel for the day, give you a little tour of my favorite place to be. Skatelab, little fun fact, it's been open for 20 years now. If you've never been here, where the hell have you been? 30,000 square feet of glorious skate park, indoors, air conditioned, best staff. Tony, he's the best. Jesse, he's the best. Brian, he's the best too. He just got into the best category. Allie, Logan, they're working towards being the best. Not there yet. It's owned by Todd Huber, Scott Radinsky. You may know him from the Dodgers and the White Sox and the Angels. And most of you might not know this, but before I did buttery ass Mondays with the Barracks, I worked here for 5 years as a kid. This was my first job straight out of high school. Might as well talk about the parking lot while I'm here. These walls, best walls you've ever done a wall ride on. They're painted slick. You slide on them. I prefer to nollie out on mine. These overhangs right here are usually where they do product tosses during demos and such. Everybody stands up there. One time, this one summer, Dwindle came through, Ronnie Krager, Day One Song, and they parked a van right here. And they did like a breakfast, like lunch first, cooked everybody hot dogs. But it was like 10 a.m. Everyone's eating hot dogs for breakfast. It's fucked up. Anyways, no one could really finish the hot dogs. There's tons of fucking hot dogs. And those are up against the wall, behind the truck. Ronnie Krager and Day One Song stand up on top of their big ass truck and start tossing product down into this pit of children right here. I saw the hot dogs. I saw the children. This is when I came up with my genius plan. I started throwing the hot dogs over the heads of Ronnie Krager into the pit of children. It was high noon. Kids didn't know what was coming at them because everything was silhouetted. And they just see everything coming down like wallets and belts, and they're just grabbing everything they can. And I'm raining hot dogs down on children. And they're just snatching them up in their little paws. Sometimes 2 kids at a time would grab the same hot wiener and just tearing wieners apart. It was insane. It was insanity. And it never stopped. I threw probably 400 hot dogs on children. Ronnie Krager didn't even see this because he's looking down, throwing product like this, not even realize a rainbow assault of hot dogs over his head. And these children screaming to the parents, "There's hot dogs all over my fingers." One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you ever have a chance to throw a hot dog at children and watch them willingly, viciously tear them apart with their bare hands. But I highly recommend it. I've agreed to do this video as long as Doug doesn't do one of those corny YouTube things where they fast forward everything in time lapse with that corny royalty-free music. So on that note, let's go. Damn it, Doug, what'd I say about the music, man? What the hell was that? This is the entrance everybody sees, okay? These boards are legit. They're real deal, not bootlegs. There's some Gons boards. These are not the ones that you pick up at the mall. These are the original Jack in the Box. I didn't know they were a skateboard company before they made hamburgers. Who knew that? A lot of these boards are older than your parents. And if you're watching this in the future, in the year 2030, they're older than your grandparents. And if you're watching this even more in the future, in 2060, they're older.
Due to time constraints, we move ahead in action.
This state-of-the-art skate shop. Look at this art, all of it. What's so dope about Skatelab is their unique ceiling. We have autographed boards from almost everyone from every generation that's come through here. Look at this OG 2000 Andrew Reynolds Birdhouse. Some sick ones up here. Tony Hawk right here, 1999. Legends, look at Keenan Milton taxi board right there. Rick Howard, Rob Welsh, old aesthetics board. OG. One time the Daily Show was filming something here and they're doing a segment and it was one of their like off camera. It wasn't Jon Stewart or nothing like that. But we were like, yo, we want them to sign the board. They're from, Daily Show, Comedy Central. So we gave them a shop board and we didn't know who they were. It was just some like new comedian, back in, I don't know, what year was that? Anyways, the other day I was like, who was that dude? I go and I look, Mr. Andy Bernard himself, Ed Helms. But among all of these legends, they have somehow, I don't know why, threw your boy in the mix. I don't know if it's because I worked here for 5 years or whatnot. I don't know. But it's a huge honor to have my own board up here among all these greats in the shop. I don't have like a high school diploma or college degree or really anything of accomplishment in my life. But I do have a board up in the ceiling of Skatelab. That's probably one of the few things I'm proud of in my life, even if they put me up there as a joke. Some you probably didn't know about. This shop board has been the shop board for the last 12 years. Secret is, I drew it myself. I know, it's simple, but I made it when I was in high school because I'm not really like a skull and crossbones kind of guy. I like it simple. And that's why Skatelab is dope. Todd, listens to his community. And I was like, yo, I want a skateboard like this. He made it just for me. And it's still the shop board 12 years later. This part of the counter is metal. It used to be glass. But back when I was working here, this kid challenged me to a drumming contest. I was in drumming for half of 7th grade. I was kicked out because I karate kicked the flute out of some stupid, snooty ass flute player's hands. That's a different story for a different day. Anyways, I'm drumming along, right? Bop! Bust all the glass. And I told the kid, I'll give you a free sheet of grip tape if you don't tell anybody. And nobody knows till now. I busted the glass. And I know even though I'm confessing to it now, can't fire me if I don't work here anymore.
But I can charge you for it.
Can you cut this part out, Doug? This is a stock room. This is where they keep all the shoes. His little skate shop knowledge. Every shop does this. They're like, oh, you got this in my size? Yes, we do. We know exactly where it is too. But, trick of the trade. You chill out for a couple minutes back here, playing Instagram, see what your friends are doing on Snapchat. I know where your shoe is. It's right there, size 10. I know where the hell it is. Well organized. Then you get the shoe after you got a chill break, and you got to pull this move off. You got to really sell it to the customer. You got to make sure they think you just got done some like Lord of the Rings quest where you're fighting googly ass goblins and dragons and shit. You come out with this move right here. Got it. Whew. That's how you get away with the 5-minute stockroom chill. Through this secret door, we have the party room. This is a great room. I love it because it keeps all the stupid kids away with the cake and the pizza and stuff. Back in the day, all the moms would be like, let's throw a birthday party at the skate park. And they bring all the kids and the cake goes everywhere, all on the fucking ramps and shit. I don't know, can I cuss on this? Yeah. Bleep it out. The cake is everywhere. Pizza's everywhere. Kids riding on their stomachs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, they do that in here in the party room with the Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, I forgot it was the Hall of Fame. All these kids can enjoy their sugared up cake. Then we only get the skateboarding out there, which is great. Also, we have this big ass king's chair. It's every person's guilty pleasure. You've never seen people sit in it, but everyone's taking a photo sitting in it. Every celebrity that's ever come through here, most recently, Blake Griffin from the loser ass Clippers, they all want to get a photo of themselves sitting on the chair, but they never post about it. They just like looking at it for themselves. Now we're going to take you upstairs, magical place. Also, you seriously, this is not a joke, you need to watch your step. These stairs are some of the steepest stairs in the world, okay? Kids fall to their ultimate demise every day. And it's pretty funny because you can hear it. They're so loud. They're like all the way down, screaming for help. And here's a fun fact. If you do see a kid fall down these stairs, there's actually a code of first aid you have to adhere. Step 1, walk up to the lifeless body and yell to stay away from the light. Don't go near the light. And then after that, they're in God's hands. That's why I prefer spiral staircases. You can never really gain too much momentum when you fall down them, you know? One of my goals in my life is to have a spiral staircase in my house. Then I'll invite people over every day, keep the front door unlocked, and then be like, from upstairs, it's open. And then when they come in, that's when I enter from the spiral staircase like this. Come in. Classy. This is the museum. Very well protected. You actually cannot shoot a bullet through this glass. It's not bulletproof or anything, it's just super illegal. You will go to jail if you do that. You can't shoot a bullet through that. You're not gonna see this anywhere else. I don't think so. I don't think anyone else has ever come up here. Exclusive look. One of the secret areas of Skatelab. This is Todd's office. Todd, hard at work on his phone.
And Scott.
Facebook. I like to think of this office as, you know that movie Big with Tom Hanks? When he got the Zoltar machine to make him big, and then he got money and got all the pinball machines. But in this scenario, he never turned back to a kid. He just stayed the adult with all this badass shit. I mean, seriously, this is like when you're younger and you're like, man, when I'm a boss, my office is gonna be sick. And it never is, unless you're Todd. Right back here though, is a secret entrance to the museum. I don't know why I always feel like being quiet in museums. Exclusive for Doug's YouTubers. The museum like you've never seen it before. First person view, POV, as they say. Thinking of that movie Big though, I had this idea, how to get out of a scenario, big style. Basically, like if you need to like get out of jury duty, break up with somebody. Thinking you find like a little kid that kind of looks like you and you make him wear like a suit 3 times too big and have them show up in your place and be like, I was a kid this whole time, but now I found a Zoltar machine so I can be a kid again. Peace out, and they can't be mad at you because you were a kid the whole time. I call that big style. Let's go. This is our little outdoor mini ramp. My favorite thing about this ramp is we got a gate right here. Just in case you break yourself in half, ambulance comes straight in, throw your broke ass in there. I just love when things work out like that. Beautiful. This right here is where it all began. The first room, before they had all of that, we'll get to that in a minute. They just had this room. It didn't look like this, more like vert skating. When I was in high school, Todd, the owner of this place, he realized I was the only kid who couldn't afford to come to Skatelab in the whole, local community. And so he made me a deal, and he said that if I sweep this entire room 3 times a week as soon as I get out of school, he'd trade it for free skating whenever I wanted. And that's how I started here. Skate here every day, learn trick, then got a job here and got paid. That's how I got my start here, thanks to Todd, helping out a little kid with no money. This right here is the infamous cement barrier. It didn't look like this at all when we first got it. It was just a straight up barrier and a ramp to it. The great thing about this barrier, before, it used to be one ramp to a barrier that was, about this high off the ground. For some reason, I don't know how, by miracle, grace of God, I always had this spider sense. As soon as someone was about to hit their nuts on it, I knew it, and I would turn my head and I'd look, boom, kid, ruined the nuts on this thing. And it was so great because it was just high enough that your feet couldn't touch the ground when you get on it. Over the years, man, I don't even know how many times I laughed at kids on this thing. I must have seen hundreds, probably 1,000. Multiply that by the testicle. I've probably seen about 2,000 balls destroyed on this thing. That's Desert Storm numbers. Man, I miss laughing at kids on this thing. These are the gates we open up when it's nice and chill outside, Southern California weather. One day when I was working here, I was rolling up this gate and I heard the ice cream man coming. And I went to go, and this thing right here caught my long sleeve, and I missed out on my Freezy Pop. And since then, I never wear long sleeves. You probably wonder why I dress like this. I don't dress for fashion. I dress for function. And that function is the ability to run at high speeds whenever I hear an ice cream man coming. You know what's weird is the ice cream man still listen to that same music all day, that like circus music. I would kill myself. There's no way they make enough profit off ice cream to be cool and listen to that music all day. That's what I do now. I still run after the ice cream man. I don't buy anything. I just flag him down to ask him like, are you doing okay? You've been listening to this music all day. This can't be good for you. Anyways, this is the blue room, my favorite room. It's where I spend the majority of my time, usually skating flat ground. Every day a week. This is where I learned everything. Matter of fact, you probably don't know this, but I'm also a vert skater thanks to Skatelab. Watch this shit.
That's not vert.
That's vert. I went to the library, how to skateboard. This was a photo of vert. Tony Hawk was on it. That was vert.
Still not vert.
Give me a break, Doug. This right here is one of my favorite things in the park. If you're trying to tell a girl how you feel about her, take her to Skatelab. All you gotta do, nollie big heel and just bank right in front of her. It's romantic. She'll love you for that. You bring your girl in, you know what I'm saying? You just tell that girl. Roses are red, violets are blue. Look at this steep ass ramp, baby. Watch what I can do. This is the part where you nollie big spin heel. And this right here is the glory. This is why I'm here every day. It is the greatest flat ground in the world. I've never been all over the world. But as far as I know, nobody's got better than this. Every trick you've ever seen me do, Buttery Ass Mondays, Battle of the Barracks, everything you've seen flat ground, Instagram, learned it right here. Beautiful. Old Faithful.
That was the tour of Skatelab with Donovan. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. You got some merch, right?
Yeah, I got an art store.
Check that out. I'll
All
put a link
these,
below.
You goofing around being silly, you're probably guessing, and yes, it's true. It's a cry for help, and I could use your support.
And if you liked the video, hit the like button below, thumbs up, leave a comment, say what's up to Donovan. Peace.